What's up, everybody? Today is the first day of Season 5 of Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. We're going to go through the patch notes here, but quick note, I will be live about 5 p.m. Eastern with the new update. So come check me out on Twitch. Twitch is linked down below in the description. And as usual, so will the patch notes if you want to go through them yourselves. But let's go ahead and run through these patch notes. So we're going to go ahead and skip Battle Pass stuff. We're going to skip Operator stuff like we always do. The event stuff. Essentially, the event is you pick a faction. Whichever faction has the most kills at the end of the event, everybody gets the award, so either one of these awards, and then the challenges, you can switch factions back and forth and complete all the challenges for them, get the mastery, blueprints, whatever. 50 years of hip-hop login rewards, we're going to have 4 days, you got to log in 4 days over a 9-day period. We got those skins coming. One big change coming is to movement. We have slide change, decrease slide time and increase slide velocity, so the player covers the same distance in a short amount of time, so you're sliding faster. And allow the player to fire slightly sooner after initiating slide. I still wish we could hip fire during a slide, or even ADS during a slide, hip fire during a dive, but this is definitely a welcomed improvement. Now they just need to do the second change, allowing players to shoot sooner to the dive as well. The dive is just useless other than rotating and trying to get behind cover, but it's useless as a push mechanic. Jump got to change as well. Small increase to the lateral velocity boost while jumping. So laterals left to right. Or I guess it could also be front and back, just not up. But small increase to the lateral velocity boost and small reduction to landing slowdown penalty while landing. I wish they would just get rid of the landing slowdown penalty altogether. But it is what it is. New weapons. We're getting the FR Avancer. Assault rifle with a blinding fire rate and exceptional maneuverability in the right hands. This aggressive bullpup rifle can dominate the battlefield. It looks like it's going to be the FFAR again. We'll see if it functions like the FFAR, where it essentially replaces SMGs. It might compete with the Chimera for sniper support, but we'll get to the Chimera in a second. Then the Carrick 300 sniper rifle. The semi-auto bullpup sniper rifle features an exceptionally high fire rate and a unique design for best-in-class handling and stability when on the move. So it sounds like it's going to be a competitor to the Signal. We'll have to see if it's better than the Signal or worse, but we'll find out. Probably by the end of the week, we'll have plenty of videos out on the sniper as well as the AR. Weapon balance, the Wrap H got an increase in semi-auto damage and a reduced semi-auto rate of fire. It says the following weapon changes are applicable to Warzone only. We are generally pleased with the state of the weapon balance in Warzone. Our work is never done. Internal data shown the Cronin Squall is still performing better than we would like, enough so that it would restrict the pool of viable weapons. Our main focus of these changes is and always will be to broaden gameplay options at every level of play. Not all weapons have the potential to sit atop the charts, and that is okay. As long as those weapons enable a playstyle or have a niche in which they can thrive, that is our goal. Below you will find changes that aim to level the playing field between some of the top and bottom performers. So the Chimera, it's close to mid damage, got increased. I think that just makes it a stronger sniper support than it already was, which it's already probably the best AR sniper support. Don't think it makes this a better long range weapon. Same M13 headshot multiplier increase. I don't think this is going to change where it stands in the meta. We didn't see a Lockman buff, an ISO buff, either cast off buff, none of that. So I don't think we're going to really see an AR meta again. But Battle Rifle Cronin Squall, max damage, min damage, neck damage multiplier, upper torso, lower torso damage multipliers, and limb damage multipliers all decreased. Depending on the decrease, this thing is in the dirt now. Probably useless. The HCR limb damage multipliers decreased. I don't know why they nerfed the HCR. It has really easy recoil, which is why you started to see it creep into the meta at the end of the season. But it wasn't like overpowered or anything, so I'm not really sure why they nerfed that. The Royale had its headshot multiplier increase. The Royale's already really strong. The Royale's definitely a meta contender this season, and now it got a little buff. Submachine guns, MX9, close mid damage, neck multiplier, upper torso, and lower torso multipliers all increased. So that's a good buff for the MX9. But even if its time to kill is really quick, its mag, I think its max mag size is like 32. That's probably going to hold it back some. So I wouldn't expect to see that jump into the meta. The Mini Bach had a damage step added at mid-range, so it's actually kind of a bit of a nerf. The min damage was decreased, nerf, and headshot multiplier was increased. So the Mini Bach got kind of a rebalance, but overall it seems like a nerf to me, which is weird because the Mini Bach is not very good. Lockman sub, maximum damage range decreased. So now where it drops off, where it dropped off about 9 meters, it's probably going to be like 7, 8 meters now. Close mid damage range decreased. So that second drop off was like 15, 20 meters. It'll be shorter than that now. The Vel had its neck multiplier, its upper torso, and its lower torso multipliers increased. So the Vel you could see creep up into the meta If you notice, the ISO's not on here, so the ISO is my prediction for the SMG meta. It will be back on top. The Bass P had its max damage range increase, so that first damage drop-off has now been pushed out. Neck multiplier, upper torso, and lower torso multiplier increase, so that's chest and stomach. So the Bass P or the ISO, I think, will be the meta. The MX9 might be a solo meta. Fennec, the max damage increased, and it's still probably not going to be in the meta. Thank God, because that first Fennec RPK meta was something. Lastly, we are aware of concerns surrounding the Signal 50 in Warzone. While our data does not suggest the Signal 50 is out of normal range of performance, its experiential impact for players is equally important to us. So at this time, we do not feel it is necessary to make changes to the Signal 50, but we will continue to monitor the data and your feedback closely. I'm surprised they didn't change it just so the new sniper is like guaranteed to compete with it. Equipment. Drill charge. Reduce damage from drilling when a player is stuck with a drill charge, providing a larger opportunity for death from explosion. So it reduced damage for drilling, and I guess that means you're not going to die from drilling. You're more than likely always going to die from the explosion. Recon drone's health bar now updates every time the drone is accessed, and tactical camera removed audio distortion when failing to use tactical camera. Perks, Bomb Squad will protect against death from explosive equipment stuck directly to the player when fully armored. So now if you have Bomb Squad, even if you get stuck, you will not die in Warzone. Quick Fix, add visual cues for attacking someone with active Quick Fix, and entering an objective with Quick Fix equipped will now visually show when the health regeneration effect is active. Audio adjustments, further improved audio to favor some sounds over others. An example, airplane audio will be mixed down when using voice chat. Hopefully that means that we hear footsteps when we get precisioned and mortar striked, which we currently do not. Added alert sound from pets when being spotted. Okay, so is that like an audio high alert if you have a pet on your back? Because if so, that's pay to win, and that's obnoxious. Audio bug fixes. Fixed an issue where knife pickups could play an incorrect sound. Fixed an issue where the out-of-bounds sound will repeat it incorrectly. Adjustments to the UI. This is like the Modern Warfare 2 page where you can scroll through different tabs, and this is the Warzone page where you have to scroll through different tabs. This is way worse, in my opinion, than what they had. A step back in the UI. I don't know why they don't just give us a UI like we had in Modern Warfare 2019, but they're refusing to do that. Now you have a skin carousel in the lobby where whatever operator you have equipped, you can change the skin right in the lobby. You can see it on the right side here. Combat detail widget, add a new widget that provides info on player's death, who you killed, what weapon, how many shots, etc. Widget will list multiple players' environmental damage when applicable. Interesting. New vehicles in Mazrah is the MRAP armored turreted vehicle you can see here. Grenade turret in the front, machine gun turret in the back. That's interesting. MRAP driver can launch smoke grenades. That's super interesting. Now I'm glad this won't be in ranked. Spawns locked in Battle Royale and DMZ. Key can be purchased at buy stations. That's an interesting twist on the vehicles. Dirt bike. Driver can perform 9 unique tricks, earn a bonus for performing tricks and combos. Hopefully it's a lot better than the dirt bike we had in Verdansk 84. I don't think any of these bugs are important to cover, but if you want to check them out for yourself, feel free. Like I said, this will be linked down below, along with my Twitch. PC and console settings include eco mode, found in graphic settings menu, off same behavior as all previous updates with no power savings, minimal frame rate capped at 60 Hz and slight drop in 30 scene resolution for multiplayer and Warzone multiplayer lobbies only, and full frame rate capped at 30 Hz and larger drop. Yeah, most people are not going to be touching that. Spec Ops not worried about multiplayer. We're going to go ahead and skip down to Warzone here. UI, UX, improved ping's quality of life, ping priority for stacked icons, better visibility for contracts and vehicles on the map. That's more of an in-game, we'll see how that feels type of thing. Here's your playlist for this week and next week. Pause to check it out for yourself, or, click the link down below. You can check it out for yourself. As a reminder, we're continuing to rotate modes in now the playlist on a weekly basis. Modes, both are coming in season. I thought at least one of these modes would come at the beginning of the season. I thought like Fort Resurgence would come mid-season, but and then Armored Royale would be like the beginning of the season. But they're not. I talked more in depth about those in the roadmap video, which I'll go ahead and link that roadmap video as well as the roadmap article itself down below. So please feel free to check those out. General changes, all modes, play again, matchmaking, quality of life. Players will now see their matchmaking status during the play again loading screen, and Champions Quest players now need to hold all available elements to progress the timer while locating the next one. So you can't drop and hide an element essentially, which also talked more about in the roadmap video. Mazrah player count. The player count on all Mazrah have had their player count reduced to 100. ranked will remain at 150 players until further notice. I'm guessing it's to combat server issues, but I think most people that are dropping into Mazrah are playing ranked at this point, and so it's not going to really help us. Gameplay. In general, thus far, we've reintroduced several second chance mechanics and included new ones, albeit scarcely due to the concerns of making the mid-game feel claustrophobic and dragging out the climax of a match. In Season 5, we are dialing up these second chance mechanics, Gulag Kit Redeploy Pack, Reinforcement Flare, and reduced buyback prices, so players will be able to return to the Warzone more often. At the same time, we're reducing the number of players across our core Battle Royale modes, which will prevent the match feeling too chaotic. It's not chaotic enough on Mazrah, personally, in my opinion, but provide improved matchmaking times, faster pre-game lobbies, and a better quality of match overall. These changes, paired with faster circle movements, will elevate the pace of Battle Royale match with more gameplay uptime. As always, we will be carefully reviewing sentiment and data to make sure the engagement pacing remains healthy and that players can still pursue new personal records. These modifications will not be made to Warzone ranked play at this time due to Second Life mechanics being restricted in that mode. New features on Mazrah, Ashika Island, Battle Royale, and Resurgence. Favorite supply box. So these are stuff that were just on Vondel. Reinforcement Flare, Portable Redeploy Drone, Signal Intelligence Contract, Occupation Scan, High Stakes Public Event, and Tab Vehicle. Now, public Occupation Scan and High Stakes, there's no public events in Ranked, so that's not going to come to Ranked. But everything I think else will. Mazrah Battle Royale, the MWII, which, like I said, talked more about in the roadmap video, as well as the dirt bike. So check that out if you want to see more about that. Buy stations now going to have the reinforcement flare. There's only going to be one available, but it's for 5,000. The personal redeploy drone, 2 of them for 2,000. Self-revive kit was already in there. I don't know why that's in here. 2 for 4,000. Durable gas mask also already in there for the price at 3,500. There'll be 2 of them. That was already existing in the buy station. Vondel Battle Royale Champions Quest. It's the same thing as it is in Mazrah. 5 wins in a row. Collect the 3 elements. Plant them. Defend them. But now the elements have new effects where Gallium reveals all nearby team members who held it previously as if a snapshot grenade affected you. Deuterium fatigues the carrier, causing player to cough when they exert too much effort. And Neptunium periodically electrocutes everything within close proximity, including players and vehicles. And the Champions Request includes a unique reward, has unique rewards, including a weapon, blueprint, charm, and more. Once again, talked more about the reward, and you actually see it in the roadmap article. So, video article link down below. Adjustments to all Battle Royale and Resurgence modes. Bomb Squad perk will now protect against death, just like we mentioned earlier. The buyback price is now down to 3,000 instead of 4,000, except not in Ranked. I wish they would bring that to Ranked. I don't know why they're not, but they definitely should be. PRD behavior, increased deployment speed, so you go up faster. Improved airborne mobility. I don't know if that means you'll be able to steer it at all. And increased velocity when ascending. So now you'll come out of it faster. You'll go up faster. And so that's better, because those were the main complaints, is how long it takes to actually deploy yourself. Mazrah circle timing, which this does not apply to ranked play. The delay time before the first movement is now 90 seconds, down from 220 seconds. So now the circle is going to start moving in the very beginning after 90 seconds, not 220 seconds. The close time of how long the gas takes to collapse to the next size is now 215 seconds. So 3 minutes and 35 seconds, down from 270 seconds. This change does not apply to ranked play. So this is because they're reducing the player count. That's part of why they're doing this. We're shaving off around 3 minutes from the first circle's logic with a combination of reducing the wait time before movement and collapsing faster. The initial circle is displayed in play earlier, which will more clearly highlight the safe or not so safe areas before you infill, with the remainder of match circles pacing playing out as it did previously. Circle size, decrease the size in the initial circle, does not apply to ranked play. Loot, increase spawn rate of the following items: Gulag tokens, redeployment packs, and reinforcement flares. Of course, it does not apply to ranked play. Vondel for both BR and Resurgence. Circle placement is now more centered in BR Resurgence. That's good, because you had some really skewed circles that really cut out a whole lot on the map. Vondel Resurgence reinforcement flare. Now they will get refunded if it fails to deploy. Never had that issue. The reinforcement flare now prioritizes players who are still connected to the match. Never ran into that issue as well, but I'm glad they fixed that one. Battle Royale win streak tracker will now show on the menu and in-game to display progress towards Champions Quest. Total ammunition count shows total ammunition in both backpack and player loadout in the currently equipped weapon. That's a nice change for sure. So you don't have to go in your backpack to see how much extra you have. Total squad cash will now show the total squad cash. It'll probably be right above your squad itself, just like it was in Warzone 1. And then finally, ranked play. Once again, we're not going to cover DMZ because I'm not a DMZ player, and I don't think most people who are looking up YouTube content like patch notes are going to be DMZ players. New Battle Royale changes. Check out the gameplay section above. Match rule set for ranked. Vehicles, we're getting the tactical amphibious vehicle that was on Vondel added, as well as the dirt bike. No MRAP. Contracts added, signals, intelligence, gameplay elements, the personal redeploy drone, and reinforcement flare are now added into ranked. I don't know how I feel about the reinforcement flare. On one hand, you refuse to make the buy cheaper, but then you also add another second chance option with the reinforcement flare. Interesting choice. Disabled vehicles, the MRAP's now disabled, as well as the heavy chopper, the turreted boat, whatever it's called, stuff like that. No occupation or high stakes public event. Gameplay, the favorite supply box is disabled, which I think is good in ranked. The X13 Basilisk, MX Guardian, KV Broadside are all restricted. I don't think the KV Broadside was before, but it is now. No explosive ammo or Dragon's Breath in shotguns and snipers. Well, still Dragon's Breath in snipers. The SR was upped. Pause to read it for yourself. I'm not going to go through it, but the big one is like victory is up 150 from 100. The adjustment will help placement milestone SR feel more impactful throughout the match. Players will still need to earn high kills and assists in addition to high placements to reach the highest skill divisions. End of season skill setback. Bronze 2, Crimson 1 players are set back 3 tiers, and players Crimson 2 and above will start season at Diamond 1. Rewards. You can check out these rewards for yourself if you want. End of season division rewards. At the end of each season, players will be awarded skill division awards that represent their highest. You can check all this stuff out if you want. I'm mostly just here to cover any rule changes. But you're getting weapon camos if you get gold or above, essentially. And then there's an animated weapon camo for top 250. Definitely not covering that because it's only going to apply to 250 people each season. Bugs fixes. Fix a number of issues that may have caused momentarily hitching players in Battle Royale. Fix an issue of BR game modes that prevented the application of lethal equipment skins. Fix an issue in Battle Royale private matches that caused the squad detail button to display incorrectly. Fix an issue that caused perk package icons to load with a significant delay in buy stations. Fix an issue that caused train sounds to be silent or cut off around the map. Fix an issue that caused most wanted flag to not appear on the player who has a most wanted contract. Fix an issue that prevented players from joining a private match lobby. And those are our patch notes covering it all for BR. Like I said, if you want to check out multiplayer stuff, DMZ stuff, some of the stuff I skimmed over, skipped through the Warzone stuff, go ahead and check that out for yourself. Like I said, this will be linked down below. Like I also mentioned, my Twitch will be linked down below, and I'll be live about 5 p.m. Eastern tonight for the new update, till probably about 11-12 Eastern. So come say hey, come check out the stream. Would super appreciate it. And along those lines, all my social medias are linked down below, so please feel free to follow, comment, whatever. I do really appreciate it. It always makes my day when I get interactions on any of my channels, social medias, whatever. But I'm super excited for the update. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I put up videos on the new weapons, etc. And let me know, are you excited for the update? I'm excited. I'm hopeful. Season 4.5 update was not very good. Season 4 update was very good, so I'm hoping we're back to very good. The movement changes excite me, all that. Let me know what you think, but I will see you on Mazrah, Vondel, Ashika, and soon Resurgence Fortress. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.